Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are here again representing the Ultimate Racing League with their Group Racing Sunday Championship Season 2, League 5, Round 5, all the fives, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Watkins Glen and we are having ourselves an endurance race. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a race that will last roughly about 50 minutes. We're going for 26 laps of Watkins Glen in the Group 4 cars. We've been following them so far all this season, and now we are here at the midpoint. Things are getting serious. So I'll read you the championship table before we look at the grid. And obviously the table is a bit sort of mishy-mashy. They do drop at least one round, maybe two rounds at the end of the season. I can't remember which. So the points should even up a little bit for those that haven't partaken in every round. But at the top of the championship, ladies and gentlemen, is Double A Ron Geary on 157 points. In second place, his teammate in the Team 7 team, the Alpha Tauri team, is Toten on 146 points. In third place, we have Brian Moncani in Team 6, the Yorkshire team, on 106, 40 points behind Toten. Then in fourth place, we have Get Smurfed in fourth on 76 points. I believe he's with the Buzzing Hornets. Now, these four have partaken in every single round. Then in fifth place, we have Mini, who has been in 3 rounds. Has only missed one round, is on 71 points, only 5 points behind Get Smurfed. Then in sixth place, YT, who's only missed one round, is on 58 points. Then we have in seventh place, Freak or Method, if you'd rather, also on 58 points, tying with YT, but he has missed 2 rounds so far this season. Hopper's in eighth, missing only one round on 42 points. Then we have Eric of Canada in ninth, and has only taken part in 2 of the 4, is on 26 points. Behind him is Stubby, who has only taken part last week, is on 26 points in 10th. In 11th, we have Callum, who only took part in the first round on 24 points. Sunes in 12th, only taking part in last round, is on 23 points. It's tight down here for the newbies. Then Mika in 13th on 17 points, only taking part in 1 round. Then we have in 14th Pork Sports, only partook in 1 round, 14 points. Kalash Racing is on 15th points, in 15th on 14 points, the same as Pork Sports. And Sully 16th on 4 points. All of those only taking part last week. And let's hope we have full showings again, ladies and gentlemen, because we had some fabulous racing. So let's have a look at our grid then, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget, Ultimate Racing League have partners with Dubby, the energy drink. And if you need a boost in your gaming situation, Dubby is the way to go. And now the sun has got his hat on, ladies and gentlemen. I looketh out of the window, and it shines brightly like never before. Have I seen such wonders in at least a month or two? 3, 4, 5. It's been a long, dreary winter, is what I'm saying, and the warm weather is coming. And what do you need when you need warm weather? You need sanctuary. You need a place to get away from the heat. You might want to consider Eldridge Air Conditioning units. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Eldridge Air Conditioning, a partner with URL, are offering such comforts for you. Right then, the grid for round 5 of the URL GRSC Season 2. And let's have a look. They've got to use, the race is 26 laps, and they've got to use all 3 racing compounds. And we'll see when they go. Word got out it was 2 laps, but then afterwards we've been told it's 3 laps, a minimum of. So I did 2 laps because I've just thought it's always 2 laps. I don't know where 3 laps came from. I don't know, but I did 2 laps. So I don't know what rules they're running by, but there seems to be a rumour rule and a rule. And most people are using the rumour rule, it seems, rather than the rule. And so 3 laps, is the hard-lined rule about the tyres. But I think most of the people in League 3 did 2 laps. Let's have a look at the grid. On pole position, then, it's got to be an AlphaTauri, hasn't it? It's the AA Ron, ladies and gentlemen. He is running away with the championship. Toten is trying as hard as he might to stay with this, but it's an absolute masterclass from AA Ron. He's starting this race on a lovely, fresh set of racing mediums, ladies and gentlemen. He's aiming for the middle, and it gives him move to go to softs and hards as he wishes. In second place, it's that's Method, ladies and gentlemen. On the grid, second spot for the Rocket team. Method, some call him Freak. He is here to lay claim on home soil at Watkins Glen that the Yanks can actually turn right. We will see. He's starting on the soft tyre, ladies and gentlemen. A long run down to that first corner, getting a toe, needing good grip when it comes to turn 1. And I know what's going through our man Method's heart right now and his mind. He's going to hit that accelerator and he ain't lifting until he sees a checkered flag or guard. In third place, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mika. No, is that Mika? Is he in a Rizzler? He is. I get confused. Now, I was told I was saying it wrong. It's Mika. Mika. Not by, I'm saying Mika, like M-E-E-K-A. And that's just because I am a Philistine and not because of anything else. But, yeah, I mean, I never had a problem calling Mika Hakkinen. So I don't know why I suddenly renamed Mika as Mika. But Mika. Mika is in third for the Rizzler team. What a turnaround. He is looking feisty and fast, ladies and gentlemen. So look out for the Rizzler team. And just over there on yonder, and he's on the medium tyres. Mika is starting on medium tyres. And just there is teammate joining him. In fourth, we have Mini. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rizzler team and the Ford Mustang are feeling confident here at the Glen. What a cracking qualifying for the 2 Rizzler drivers. Fantastic. In fifth place, ladies and gentlemen, it is Souness in the Glelo team. I have no idea. He's starting on the hards. Souness has got some hards on, ladies and gentlemen. He is going in hard and fast. That's going to be a struggle for him to keep up with the cars ahead, and he better be open. Some of the guys behind are also wearing a choice set of hard tyres. Now look at this gap. This doesn't seem fair to me. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, top 5 all there. Then we've got this huge gap. I think Toten's going to get a penalty for slowing down the pack too much. But that is it. It's Toten in 6th place, also on a set of hard tyres. Now I know. What's he doing down here? I am not sure, because usually we see him second on the grid. So I don't know if we found the bogey track for Toten, if the Glen does not agree with our Hungarian driver. And let's hope he builds on this race. I mean, he's on the hard tyres. He's going to be doing 2, maybe 3 laps. And then he's going to be on to the faster rubber and heading towards the front. But Toten starting in 6th. 7th, if it wasn't just like Toten starting there, Eric of Canada, absolute cracking qualifying, and starting in 7th. I'm sure he struggled of late, if I'm remembering it right, that he's usually a little further back on the grid. But Eric of Canada pulling out all the stops. He's starting on a set of soft tyres as well, ladies and gentlemen. So he'll be looking to be making some moves up the inside and the outside of the two cars ahead of him that are starting on hard tyres. So Eric of Canada absolutely looking racy and feisty today in 7th place. In 8th place, we have a YT in the Pilot Mustang, and he is wearing a lovely set of medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. So midfield dash with a couple of hard runners ahead of him. You know what that means? It's an ingredients for some beautiful racing for us guys. Let's look forward to that. In 9th place on a set of medium tyres is Pork Sports, ladies and gentlemen. And we saw him pull an absolutely blinding move last round in the first lap. First corner maybe, against 2 opponents. And so let's see what he's got here. He's starting on a set of medium tyres as well with those hard runners up ahead. Could be in for some racing here, right in the middle, right skirmish in the middle of the pack. Then in 10th, Brian Moncani. He's dropped. He was a third every time. And the last couple of qualifyings doesn't seem to have got the Mustang connected to the track like we have seen in the past. And he has found himself down here in 10th place. He's starting on a set of hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. So he's just out for well, I was going to say a mad dash, but we saw race 2 last round. He stayed on the hard tyres an extraordinarily long time, and before he put a set of mediums on. So maybe he's considering a good long run on the hards and small dashes with the mediums and the softs. Who knows? This is the beauty. This is the beauty of these streams. We do not know. I don't even know. I don't go watching them. There's no proof watching here. I haven't got time for that schnizzle. So I am learning it as you are learning it. Buzzing Hornets sitting down here in 11th. It's Get Smurfed, the GS Myth, in the Buzzing Hornets car. I've just seen a sponsor on this, quite humorous. I won't point it out, it's rude. It's not rude, but it's... Here we go then, and here we go, the other Yorkshire Tea, for heaven's sakes. What's wrong with me? Is Hoppers in 12th place. He's starting on softs. Brian Moncani starting on the hards, and oh yeah, I said that. Get Smurfed is starting on the hard tyres also, with Hoppers starting on the soft. So Hoppers might be looking for a dash through the field. Well, has got their minds set on differing strategies. We've got 26 laps here at Watkins Glen. It's a rolling start, and I think we should get this thing underway, ladies and gentlemen. Double A Ron wanting to add to his wins, add to his championship lead. A Method with different ideas. Method on them soft tyres, remember, but Method slowed. Oh, I don't know if that was some weird glitch there, but wow, Double A Ron got a huge leap there, and I don't know if Method just wasn't ready, but he just seemed to not come off the rolling start that well. Mini already up. Mini's jumped. Mika as well. Mika having issues at the start there. I don't know if he just caught a couple of guys out, but it just seemed very strange. Double A Ron then leads from Mini, now up into second. Great stuff with Method slipping down into third. Sunes up and into fourth ahead of Mika. One of the biggest drops there from third down to fifth. YT in sixth with Pork Sports up and into seventh place ahead of Eric of Canada. Eric of Canada slipping slightly there, and Brian Moncani moving up as well, and he is all over the back of Eric of Canada here. And then we have Get Smurfed in 10th, Hoppers in 11th. Oh, Toten, my good golly gosh, did he even start? Maybe that's where all the commotion... Let's have a look. Sorry, I know you don't want to... Oh my god, how much of the lap have we done? Where are we? Oh look, he got really... No, are we into the race? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'll move it forward. He's pulled over and just everyone, I don't know, he's on the accelerator. It doesn't seem to be anything. Oh no, braking, banging. Something very wrong went there. I don't know what happened. Toten had an absolutely miserable start there and has moved to the back. Here we see Pork Sports making up that position on Eric of Canada, and he would have already made that position up from Toten. So that's Pork Sports nailing Eric of Canada there, and up and into 7th place, chasing down YT. YT then. Mika had a terrible start also, with Souness leaping up ahead on those hard tyres, and Method in 3rd on the softs, and Minis on the mediums, with Double Aaron on the run. Double Aaron giving a bit of a Bruce Lee bonus there, with everyone having a bit of a poor start under a rolling start. He's left him with quite a lead, but Method on those soft tyres, he's got a window of like, well, I tell thee, with the Mustang is a tyre abuser, an abuser of tyres. I would say that I would hazard a guess that the soft tyres will probably only last 4 laps. They were only good for 6 in the Lambo, and that's pretty good with its tyres. So I'm going to guess 4 laps, and those softs will be done. Double Aaron on the mediums with a bit of a lead now. Method getting up into 2nd ahead of Mini. I know I didn't get very excited about it, but he's on the soft tyres. It was kind of expected. Souness on the hard tyres. Now that's a hard job he's pulling off at the moment. Mika behind him on the mediums, and YT close in behind. Pork Sports in 7th. Great start from him, jumping 2 places. Eric of Canada slipping down. Brian Moncani moving up a position with Getsmirth in 10th, and Hoppers as Toten it looks like something isn't quite right with the Totes, is it? There's something not connecting back there in his Alpha Tauri. Double Aaron then goes across the line in the lead, with Method set to chase, and Souness looking very close and intently at the back of Mini. Mini having a bit of a wiggle there, and Souness is right up and in his business. And there's nothing Mini can do from the onslaught of the Souness as he tries to get up alongside. He's looking not quite there yet. Now a little sniff. No, there's no bump drafting, so if there was a knock there, I'm sure it was by accident. And Souness then coming through, but he's not managing to get the moves done. But Mini's off the road. Mini's off the road. There's sure to be a penalty come his way, and he's got dirty tyres, so he's gone wide there. Souness is through on the hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Mika comes up, and Mika's picked up a penalty, as well as Mini. The Rizzler boys are very naughty. In the early days, they've both picked up penalties, as Mini still stays ahead of Mika. YT in the action as well in 6th place with Pork Sports. Oh, Pork Sports been naughty boy as well. He's picked up a 0.5-second penalty, with Eric of Canada rubbing his hands. He's thinking, I'm having that one back, lad. And Eric of Canada, maybe not. Yes, the momentum alone gets Eric of Canada through. Mika also slipping down while YT has a sniff around the outsides. It's there, he's got it, ladies and gentlemen. YT around and up and into 5th place now, ladies and gentlemen, on his medium tyres, but he's picked up a penalty on the due process. Mini in 4th. Oh my gosh, we've got someone in the wall, ladies and gentlemen. It's Eric of Canada. My good golly on gosh. So Eric of Canada then, oh, destination effed, ladies and gentlemen. There was only one way that was ever. He was pointing the wrong way going into the corner, and now he has to wait for every single one to go by before he can get back out and on to the action. Vodka Rob in the chat saying good afternoon. All, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm geared up for this race. It's going to be a banger. Double Aaron, though, at the moment making a mockery and flying away in the distance. Method trying to stay with him on those soft tyres. Souness on the hards. We've got 3 different compounds of tyres in the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Mini in the mediums, setting a chase with YT with that penalty, and he's got close company with Mika and Pork Sports, all in the action. Brian Moncani along for the ride. Brian Moncani, remember, on those hard tyres. He's happy to just pick up places. Pork Sports having a sniff at YT. YT with the penalty. He's gone round. Oh my word, he's gone around. And Pork Sports then has picked up a 1-second penalty also. Unbelievable stuff. And I think he's slowing. Is he? Looks like Pork Sports slowing down maybe for YT. Was it YT he had the action with? It may be. So now he's back on the movement. I think there may have been a little knock there, and Toten then trying to make make hay while the sun shines, while other people are having issues. And YT with half a second penalty. Pork Sports a 1 second penalty. Eric of Canada with a 1 second penalty. And double Aaron absolutely flying there, but Method is trying to catch him. Souness on the hard tyres in third. Mini in fourth. Mika is back up behind his teammate with Brian Moncani up to sixth with all of the collateral damage around him. He is climbing the ranks, ladies and gentlemen. And Get Smurfed is coming with him as well. Up and into seventh on the hard tyres. Unbelievable. It looks like the hard tyre was the choice tyre at the beginning of this race. Hoppers on the softs up and into eighth. Then we got Toten slowly making his way through on the hard tyre in ninth. Now Get Smurfed is in on lap 3, end of lap 3. So yeah, these guys know the rules. League 3 need a good hard seeing to. They need a good chat. They need what do they do it when you start a job and you do them stupid a day of learning things? They need one of them. Double Aaron Aguirre is leading and fastest lap on the medium tyres with Method in second. Souness is a little bit way behind him, but he is on the harder compound. Mini putting pressure on Souness at the moment. Mika is in fifth on the mediums. Brian Moncani stayed on the hards longer than he has to, with Toten also staying on those hards. Hoppers, it's lap 4. His tyres are still there, so I was wrong. YT on those mediums are having a sniff at the Hoppers. And Get Smurfed then in the pits. Oh, he's cut the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. Get Smurfed has got rid of his hard tyres, but he's picked himself up a whopping 3 second penalty. And Pork Sports is going to be there to collect on that penalty, I am sure. Eric of Canada is sniffing around. I thought he'd be closer. I thought he was closing in on Pork Sports earlier, but he did have that 1 second penalty, as did Pork Sports. Double Aaron then leads from Method. Method, can he close in? It's a 55.4 last time from Method. Double Aaron at 55.1, even on the medium tyres, smashing out. Although, in all fairness, I didn't go faster on the medium tyres, but I did feel like the medium tyres with the Lambo felt like a more comfortable tyre. It just felt more comfortable, more pliable. The softs were a little too grippy, and they ran out very quickly. They just didn't seem to have any use about them. And I only did 2 laps on the yards because I thought you only had to. And I crawled around. So you'll have to watch the Ultimate Racing League's YouTube channel to catch any of that League 3 action that I've spoilt for you today. I didn't tell you what position I finished. Don't come at me with your spoiler. Double Aaron leads with Method in second. We are 5 laps down of this 26 laps. Souness has picked up a penalty, and Mini wants that piece of action. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mini is on fire. He'll be third by the end of lap 5, I tell thee. I don't know though, Souness is, but it's a terrible place for a penalty, as they all are. Right at the very beginning of the straight to take any kind of momentum out of your run. So I think Mini will easily get past Grello, the Grello car. What was I trying to call it earlier? Grello car. He'll be easily past the Grello car. Here they go then, and Souness over to the side to pay the piper as Mini then goes through and claims third place. Look at Mini go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely chugging. Cooking, ladies and gentlemen, one would say. Cooking with gas. And but Souness all up and in his business. He's on an audit of the Rizzler car. Oh, it's tight stuff there, ladies and gentlemen, and Mini is scrambling. Mika in the background, we see doing a bit of off-road. Brian Moncani in the periphery. You can't count him out, can you? Toten on the comeback, ladies and gentlemen, on those hard tyres still. And YT on his mediums in 8th. Then we have Hoppers in 9th. Pork Sports is 10th, being caught by G. Smith. G. Smith on the medium tyre, the fresher medium tyres, and he's definitely got a bit of an advantage. Oh, the Sports has just put it into the wall, ladies and gentlemen, and Get Smurfed gets through. Ladies and gentlemen, he's up to 10th place, and now he's used a hard set of tyres, and he's on a flyer, but Oh, he's picked up a penalty though, half a second penalty somewhere along the way, and Pork Sports comes back at him. Great racing here, side by side action between the two Jordan themed cars, ladies and gentlemen. Get Smurf though pulls ahead of the Sports, but the Sports playing a dummy, just keeping it up there behind. Is he going to send one? Not quite. But Get Smurfed has that penalty to pay. So if Pork Sports is just a little patient, he'll be able to whip that position away soon as the penalty line appears. But it doesn't look like that's Pork Sports' ethos. He is going all in, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get side by side into the chicane. One clean line through here and it's anybody's coming out, and at the moment even Stevens, a little slide from Get Smurfed. Pork Sports though picks up a 1 second penalty. He's through the chicane that they're getting the penalties, ladies and gentlemen, and Pork Sports now he's going to struggle to get past Get Smurfed with a 1 second penalty on hand. Double A Ron, he's clear, and we've got Mini through up ahead as soon as has not been able to come back. Mika's on his own, Brian's on his own, Toten has got past YT, Hoppers. So this is the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Pork Sports, they're both going to pay their penalty. Porks is a little bit longer than Get Smith. Method into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 7 and his tyres are cooked. Mini is through. Mini is through and up into second place, trying to steer clear of Souness, who is still on his hard tyres. Unbelievable stuff. Mika up into fourth place now on his medium tyres. Brian Moncani taking his hard tyres very late into this race. Toten also staying with that hard tyre. And who called that at the beginning? And I promise you, I haven't seen any of this. I didn't listen to any of their chat. So I know nothing about anything in this race, but did I not call it at the beginning that they might go longer on their hard tyre? Just let me have this moment. Let me have this moment of chuffedness that I got something right. It's because it's what would I do. It was a what would I do situation. I think, oh God, I've used the soft tyre like the 3-lap thing and used the hard tyre as a normal compound rather than the anti-compound that it is. In the chat then, Rob saying, bad timing to join seeing a Hornet in the wall. Yeah. Oh yeah, your team, isn't it? It's a lovely livery, my friend. Lovely livery. Big kudos to all that contributed to that. So Toten at the moment on the comeback. How was that battle down here between the Get Smurfed and Pork? Pork now falling into the clutches of Eric of Canada. But Eric of Canada, he may be asking his soft tyres to do just too much. Too much for him. Pork Sports as well, his medium tyres have seen better days so far, but Eric of Canada on an actual push right now and giving the Sports a lot to think about. He's going through, and Eric of Canada then up, but his tyres are gone. Maybe Pork Sports knows that he's just got to sit behind him, and he's coming back again at Eric of Canada. Pork Sports, he's racy today. Everyone's having a race. If it's a Jordan designed car, Pork Sports is racing you, ladies and gentlemen. Up through the inside, and it's a beautiful move from Pork Sports there. And Eric of Canada's tyres are screaming mercy. Just up ahead is Hoppers. GS Smith, the Get Smurfed, has got and made a position. Hoppers slipping back. His tyres are shot, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 7, and those softs are no good to no man, nor beast, nor car. And there we go. Pork Sports around the outside in the final corner as we see Hoppers and Eric of Canada both coming into the pits to get rid of those soft tyres. And Pork Sports now, his next target is the GS Myth, Get Smith, who's just picked up a huge penalty. Well, let's go back and check. He may not have. He hasn't have yet. Where was he? Where what racing line was that? He hasn't. No penalty here, sir. I don't know what I was talking about. So Method, he's made that pit stop, remember, to get rid of the softs. He's down in 8th place now, chasing down YT, who started on the mediums. Then we've got Toten, who started on the hards. Brian Moncani, who started on the hards. Then we have Mika on the mediums. Then we have Souness on the hards. Mini on the mediums. and Double A Ron in a world of his own, ladies and gentlemen. Mini has been under absolute pressure in this race so far, you have to say, and Souness hanging the Mustang right out in that corner there. That corner has taken many a victim in this race so far. Mika at the moment in fourth, but Brian Moncani is turning up the pressure gauge, ladies and gentlemen. He's turning it up to 11. 56.9 last time around from Brian Moncani. Mika at 57.8, and there goes Mika into the pits. Into the pits, lap 8. He has a plan. That's not... You've got plenty of tyre there. I don't know what tyre you're planning on using for the rest of the race, although I do think they put the hards on for a long time in that last race wherever we were last time out. And so Mika might spend a long time on the hard tyre. But yeah, the 7 laps on the mediums, 8 laps on the mediums, I don't know. I would have gone longer. I did. I tried to make them last 16 laps. 2 laps on the hards and 6 laps on softs. 8 laps, sorry. 8 laps on that softs. I think I only made it to... Yeah, the math works, all right. I didn't go to lap 18. I wanted to go to lap 18. I think I went to lap 16 and then did 2 laps on hards to lap 18 and then had to do 8 laps on softs, which they couldn't do. Hence why I had a terrible last corner. You'll have to watch the other stream to see. It was horrific. I'm scarred for life, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get over it. Brian Moncani at the moment, though, he's up in his 4th place. No scarring here, sir. He's doing a fantastic job. Toten as well. Remember, we saw him pull over, put the brakes on and have a rest on the start straight at the very beginning of the race. He said, no, it's not fair on everyone if I start in the middle. I'll start at the back. And so far up to 5th place. Method with a pit stop in his pocket. He has used the soft tyre, so he only has 1 more pit stop to make in this race. Whilst Toten, Brian, Souness, Mini and Geary have all got 2 pit stops to make. So Method absolutely cracking at the moment for the American. YT in 7th, has yet to pit. Terrible lap last time out, I'm afraid. Don't like to be judgmental, but a 2:07, that's 10 seconds off his own pace, ladies and gentlemen. Mika is sliding around on his brand new set of softs. He is absolutely trying to get them bedded in early doors, and he wants to catch up YT. Toten has had enough of the hards. That is it. Lap 10, 16 laps to go. He is going to go for a different choice of tyre. Method is now up and into 5th place. Remember, Method was in 2nd place before his pit stop. YT is up and past Toten. Mika importantly is past Toten. Toten has gone to a set of hard... No, he's gone off the hards, hasn't he? He's gone to a set of medium tyres. He's leaving the softs till the very end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. My word, what varying strategies we've got going on at the moment. Souness is up and ahead of Mini. Well done, Souness. Slipping one up. It must have been on this lap as well, because he's not as fast as Mini. Mini's been doing some absolutely cracking laps in the Mustang. It's got to be said, early 56s on a set of mediums is something to behold. And Souness at the moment, on those hard tyres, he's managed to get a 56.3 on a set of hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. I am impressed. Up to 2nd place, chasing down the Double A Ron. Double A Ron thinks there's some glitch and all the cars have disappeared. Where are you? He says. Where are you? Souness in 2nd, Mini in 3rd. Brian Moncani up and into 4th so far on those hard tyres. Great strategy, it has to be said. Method started on the softs, has moved on to the mediums, sitting in 5th. YT is still on the tyre he started with. Mika has pitted from hard medium tyre to soft. What's this? Souness is going in again. No, who did pit? Brian? Who did I watch pit? It was Mika, wasn't it? Toten was the one on hard, sorry. So Souness now has brought the hard tyre in, and now Method up and into 4th place. YT yet to pit this race, and he's cracking on, and Mika as well, more importantly. Toten in the mix. Souness, though, he was running higher than that. He was running behind the Rizzler of Mini ahead of Mika, so yeah, it comes out ahead. of YT behind Method on a set of medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. That's the hard tyre and the medium tyre done and dusted for our man Souness, just very much like what Toten is doing also. Pork Sports comes in to get rid of those mediums. Man alive, he's used them up. And what tyre will he be choosing? Eric of Canada, I believe he's on his second compound of tyre, and Hopper's also on his second compound of tyre. Get Smurfed. Could possibly, yeah, I think on lap 4 he pitted to get rid of the hard tyre. So Pork Sports now is coming to the pits on lap 11, and he's put on a set of hard tyres also. Hopper's coming along on his hard tyres. Eric of Canada, who I believe, I can't, hang on. Eric of Canada started on soft, so he's done the soft tyre, now the medium tyre. Get Smurf was the one that started on the hard tyre. Now he's on the medium tyre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is... Oh, and no words can express the guttedness for Pork Sports as he's crossed the penalty line of the pits and picked himself up a 3-second penalty. This is great news for Hoppers, though. Hoppers are looking for positions. Eric of Canada trying to get away from Pork Sports, and Get Smurfed is absolutely having a banger. Toten at the moment on the mediums, he's behind everyone though. That's not where he wants to be. Mika closing in with his soft tyres on YT. YT doing a 2-minute lap last time around, and that is way off the pace. Way off the pace. If the tyres are done, my friend, go in. Go in. Don't keep trying to kill a dead horse. And Mika is closing in rapidly on YT, and already YT losing. Well, he's done another 150. No, what? What was that? That's Souness is sorry. Souness is through. YT did another 57.0. Yeah, Souness got out ahead of YT, remember, onto those medium tyres. He's chasing down Method, who's some way up the road. Brian Moncani yet to pit on his hard tyres. Mini yet to pit on the softs. The mediums, sorry. He's not used any other tyre except for these mediums. And Double A Ron also coming to the end of his mediums on lap 12. Mini's going to have to pay a penalty, but he's got a bit of space and time from Brian Moncani at the moment. Brian Moncani just finds himself in third place. Doesn't matter where you put him on the grid, does it? He'll always find his way back and into third spot, ladies and gentlemen. Method at the moment, though, he was second on those soft tyres. Remember when he pitted, he's waiting for the guys ahead to make their pit stops, and I believe Aaron is probably too far ahead. He can probably get his pit stop done and out ahead of Method. Although Method's been doing some fancy laps, 56ers. Double A Ron, he's also doing 56ers, so yeah, it's going to be tough for Method to get ahead of Double A Ron, but he is looking to get ahead of the Brian Moncani and Mini. And Mini still cracking on. Why not? Why not indeed? If he's not got a problem with his tyres, then keep on the game. So Mini then, 1.7 seconds off though. His best. Brian Moncani, nice and consistent, 0.3 off his best. Method chasing him down. 0.9 off his best, but he did start on the soft, so you got to give half a second to a second. And Souness now smashing in those lap times. He's off the hard tyre. The gloves are off, ladies and gentlemen. Souness is pushing on. YT makes the pit stop on his mediums. What's Toten is putting pressure on Mika. Mika we saw closing in on YT, but YT has made his pit stop now, and Toten is on those mediums going faster each lap and closing in. Is he going to make a move up the inside? My good golly gosh, side by side going through the wiggly bit onto the straight, and it's a drag race, ladies and gentlemen, down to the chicane. No, Mika's dropped in behind, and Toten is through and up, ladies and gentlemen, into 6th place. And only the soft tyre needed to be used. Mika has still got to use the hard tyre. Mika, sorry. we'll get used to it. Method in 4th, chasing down Brian Moncani, who is yet to pit. Mini, his tyres are getting very much to the end of their cycle, as are Double A Rons. Double A Ron, though, no pit stop yet, sir. I can rinse these out a couple more laps, I promise you. Brian Moncani, he's looking good on those hard tyres, staying with Mini and ahead of Method. Method unable to close in on the hard-tired runner. 57.0 from Brian Moncani last time around. Method at 56.2. He will be closing in, though. Even though it doesn't seem like he is, he will be. And in the chat, Rob saying, I do like this track, but I can never find any lap time at it. Yeah, I had a so-so race, my friend. So Mini's in with those tyres, and so is Brian Moncani is in with his hard tyres. So Mini is going to change to the, I'm going to guess softs. He's going to go softs, isn't he? He's gone, it's not changed yet, yes, so he's changed to the softs. Brian Moncani has changed to the mediums. It's Brian Moncani out ahead of Mini. He is, and Toten split him. Toten's coming for the attack. And he's got through, ladies and gentlemen, of Brian Moncani. Brian Moncani out on the medium tyres. Toten already on the medium tyres. What a drive Toten is having so far. And unfortunately for Mini, it slipped him to the back, but he is on the fastest tyre of the lot. Souness still in that 3rd on the medium tyres. Method now up and into 2nd. Double A Ron is yet to pit, but it's his choice. He leads. Mini down into 6th, then Get Smurfed is in 7th, doing a fabulous job. He started on the hard tyres. He's used the medium tyres, and he's going to want those medium tyres to go a lot longer than that, because he's still got 12 laps of this race. And his soft tyres aren't going to reach that in any shape, form. At the moment, Mika on the hards. Has he used all 3? He has, you know, I think. He's doing the rest of the race then on hard tyres. Double A Ron is in. Yeah, because I thought Mika pitted quite early with his medium tyres. So Double A Ron makes his pits, but I think Method is way too far back to make any indication onto his lead. He's not going to hurt it at all. So Aaron Double A Ron is comfortably still leading this race with Method setting chase. Souness, though, is setting chase, and he's taken the fastest lap on a medium set of tyres, ladies and gentlemen. So Souness chasing down the Method. He's somewhat faster. Toten is in a battle of his life at the moment with Brian Moncani and Mini. Mini on the softer tyre. Mini is on the faster tyre. He wants his 4th place back. Someone tell Toten. In the chat then, Vodka Rob saying the only plus I have is I'm good with the fuel. And Vodka Rob also saying, is that the same Souness that we raced against in League 3 or a different one? I believe it's the same one, I think. I was trying to work it out because I thought it was double N and double S, but maybe he's just changed it or something. I have no idea. But yeah, no, I think it's the same one that used to be in League 3 with us guys. So it's looking feisty, ladies and gentlemen, here for 5th and 6th place. Tight stuff. Toten just about ahead, and he's got a championship to worry about, as he's got 2 people between himself and the leader of the championship. So Toten very much feeling like a Lando right now. And Brian Moncani's picked up a penalty, and Mini will be doing absolute flippity flops about this one. There are somersaults happening inside the Mustang. He's yippity-yippity-yippity-yippity-yippity-ing. And Brian Moncani then taking the hit, and Mini coming on through and up to 5th place on those soft tyres. He's going to be tough to beat, but he's also going to have an absolutely wasted set of tyres in a couple of laps' time. So Brian just needs a little patience. Where are we looking? There's action everywhere. YT Eric. So Pork Sports there. He made his pit stop onto the hard tyres. Hoppers is ahead of him. But these guys seem to be a little off from the rest. Eric of Canada. Is he going slowly there? No. I thought he was going slowly, but Eric of Canada in 10th. chasing Mika down, that, don't forget, has done all their pit stops. Mika now is moving all the way to the checkered flag. He has got 11 laps to do on those hard tyres, and let's see, let's watch their progress. YT is yet to use the soft tyres, use the mediums and the hards, and Get Smurfed has used hards and mediums, so he's got a long way to go, because you really only want to give those soft 6 laps. The Bloomfield in the chat saying, yo, thingy missing the camera. Yeah, no, it was only for 1 week. We've done with that. It's awful. I've shaved as well. It's all gone. The face gruff is gone. And Vodka up saying, yeah, that's why I wasn't sure too. Oh, with the name, yes, of Souness. So Get Smurfed in a great position. Toten now with a penalty. Brian McCartney's ahead. Oh my word, he was ahead of these guys. What go on here? Oh, it's a bit early. Sorry, ladies. So he's already picked up the penalty. Mini is all over him, like a bad case of eczema. And Toten, there's nothing he can do about this. Mini has got the momentum. Has he got the audacity into the chicane? He does, ladies and gentlemen. Mini, like a legend, absolutely slammed the Rizzler car into that chicane. And Toten had no choice there. He wanted to turn in, but it was all blue, ladies and gentlemen. All blue and gold. As Brian Carney also steals that spot, and Toten still hasn't paid the penalty, and he lost both positions. Oh, heartbreaking. You are meeting us here down in Watkins Glen at the Heartbreak Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing little hearts break all over the place. So Toten with that penalty. Get Smurfed in 7th. YT in 8th. He's on the hard tyre now. He's still got the soft tyre to use. G Smith's got the soft tyre to use, but he's got too far away from home to use it. Mika is running all the way to the end on the hard tyre. Eric of Canada's picked up a penalty, with Hoppers in 11th, and Pork Sports another penalty for the Sports, but he's done a 57.9 on a set of hard tyres. What a shame. He's had a bit of an unlucky race, ladies and gentlemen, because he has had some pace. Double A Ron, it's closer, but Double A Ron, he's come out on the hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. He's using his hard tyres, so in saving those softs till the very end, where we haven't seen Method use a set of hard tyres. So this is the time when Method needs to get down and dirty and get by our man Double A Ron. He needs to get his groove on. And Souness with a half a second penalty. He's in the action as well. Look, it looked like Double A-Ron had absolutely left them behind. Method is in a bit of a precarious place at the moment, because he's got the hard tyre to use. Souness has used the hard tyres. Get Smurfed is into the pits. And he's going to want that soft tyre to last 9 laps. And I'm telling you now, Get Smurfed, you are dreaming. You are on another plane if you think that soft tyres are going to get you to the end of this race. You are dreaming. Dream a little dream of me. So Method, it's not great for Method, really. He's got Double A Ron, who hasn't used a set of soft tyres ahead of him. He's got Souness behind him, who also has not used a set of soft tyres. Method only has the hard tyres available for him, but he can stay on the mediums all the way up to lap 23. So, he might be able to survive. So let's have a look. What did YT go to? Who was it who I said you've got no hope? Yeah. Oh, and he's cut the line. Pork Sports, it looks like he's had enough of this, ladies and gentlemen. He has gone. And can you blame him? The luck has not been with him around the Glen. So Hopper's in 11th. Get Smurfed. He's going to try and get a set of soft tyres to go 9 laps of Watkins Glen in the blazing middle of the afternoon. It is one to watch. We will keep an eye on that. Eric of Canada on his medium tyres. He still has the hard tyre to his use. He can use it. Nika is going all the way up to 8th at the moment. YT is on the hard. They've not used the soft yet, I don't think. I think they were on the mediums for a very long time. They were in the chat then. Wayne saying, come on, hoppers. And Vodkrop saying, I'll eat my hat if he gets 9 laps out of those softs. I know. It's, yeah. We'll see. He might surprise us all. Get smurfed. Come on, we've got money on it now. We're eating hats. Get smurfed. You've got to make those tyres last. Hoppers. He's on the hard tyre. He started on the soft, so he's still got the medium tyre available to him. Double Aaron, he's pulling away from Method, is he not? Method unable to close in on Double Aaron, such as Double Aaron's game is high at the moment. He is untouchable. Souness in 3rd spot, looking to claim that podium. Brian Moncani still has the soft tyre available to him, has pulled away from Toten, and Mini has ended up back at the back of that battle. And Mini will be needing to make a pit stop soon to use a set of hard tyres, I believe. Those softs aren't going much further. When did he pit? Lap 14, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps, I called 4 laps. Some have been able to make them last longer than 4 laps. They ain't going 9 laps. FIAO Smith, whatever it is, FAO for FYA. Yeah. Vodkarov saying I tried in 9 in practice and they were done 3/4 of the way around lap 9. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, these Group 4 cars, they were chewing them up. Double Aaron then on the hards and leading. Method trying to close in, but Method still got the hard tyre to use with Double Aaron. A lovely fresh set of softs are waiting for him in the garage when he so desires. Souness as well has got a fresh set of softs sat in the garage waiting for whenever he is ready to place them on his car. Brian Moncani also with a set of softs waiting for him, and you feel that Method has not got a good ending coming his way. It's not a happy ending, is it? Now we've got a whole bunch of cars here. We've got, well, Brian Moncani's just ahead of these guys. Then we've got Toten, Mini, YT. No, it's these ones, just Mini and Toten. Wow, that on that little map, it looked like a right bunch of cars all bunched together. Toten's tyres are pretty much shot though. What's he got left available? Just the softs. So Toten, he doesn't want softs. Look, he's made mediums destroyed in 9 laps. He made his pit stop on lap 10 from the hards to the mediums. So 9 laps, 7 laps on a set of softs is it's not gonna wash, ladies and gentlemen. It's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut the mustard, if you get what I'm saying. And Mini, he's destroying his set of softs as well. He pitted on lap 14. So yeah, it's not looking good. It's getting hotter out there. That's the problem. That's why some of these guys, it was better to use the softs earlier in the race. Get smurfed. He's asking the impossible to go all the way on these soft tyres. How's Mika doing? He hasn't moved up any positions, but he's hoping to cash in when YT makes his pit stop. YT still got the soft tyre to use as well. And here we go. Mini has decided to pull the trigger on that one. He's getting rid of his softs, and now it's going to be hards for the rest. He's got hards on for the rest of the race. Toten as well. He's going to have to make a choice of when he wants those softs, but I mean, a choice is how long can he make a set of softs last is the question. Method at the moment doing absolutely fine. At the minimum, they will be pitting on lap 23 to at least tick the boxes of what is needed for race conditions. Double Aaron, I can imagine he'd be coming in anytime soon. 6 laps on a set of softs seems achievable. So Method, he doesn't want to use the hards any longer than he needs to, but at the moment Souness is definitely catching. Souness only started last round, and already he's mixing it up with the big boys. We are enjoying what we're seeing. Brian Moncani starting way back on the grid from 10th place, kept on the hard tyres. He is still yet to use the soft tyre, with Toten also still yet to use the soft tyre. We have got, just bubbling underneath, an absolute showdown between the Totes and the Bries. Mini out on the hards. He's ahead of YT. He's ahead of YT, And I don't think YT has used the soft tyre yet. No, he must have done, surely. Maybe not. No, he stayed on the mediums for a particularly long time. So YT yet to use the softs. Mika starting to catch. Now here we go. Method has pulled the trigger, and so has Souness. But Souness is putting softs on. Method's putting hards on. Double Aaron's carrying on. And Brian Moncani is yet to the scene of the crime. So Brian Moncani, it's going to be tough for him to get a podium today, as these guys are a pit stop ahead. Toten also comes in, so this is where Mini gets to shine. Can he jump Toten in the pits, ladies and gentlemen? Unbelievable. Toten may have to put a bit of fuel in as well. That will slow him down. Souness is back out ahead of Method. Souness beat Method in the pit game, and Mini coming along the pit straight. We're looking at Toten. He's moving. He hasn't put any fuel in. I hope that's enough fuel to get to the end. I'm sure it is. And Mini then coming around, but Toten's back onto the track, ladies and gentlemen. Toten's back on the track, onto the soft tyre, and it's no hope for Mini now. There is no chance of him catching Toten now. He's been released. Needed to get ahead of him, needed to block him on those hard tyres. Now Toten is unleashed and chasing after Method, whom is on a set of hard tyres for the rest of this race. Souness on a set of softs, and he's chasing down Brian Moncani, who has a set of softs available to him. Wow, what racing, ladies and gentlemen. Mika did pick up a position, but that is all. He can't, he's miles away from his teammate, and the hard tyres have slowed him down in this second half of the race. Eric of Canada still yet to use his set of hard tyres, and cracking on in 8th. Get Smith with those softs. Hey, look, he's still got half a set of tyres at lap 21 of 26. We said he wasn't going to get them all the way there, 9 laps on his soft tyres, and he's proving us wrong, because he's halfway there, and he's there. Double Aaron's into the pits then, ladies and gentlemen. YT's been in, he's put his soft tyres on, and this is him till the end of the race. We've lost Pork Sports, we've lost... yeah, just one, Pork Sports. So Double Aaron out, and Brian Moncani brings it in as well. Souness, can he move up into second place? It's looking very good for him. He's leaving Method behind. And Souness then up and into second. Can he catch Double Aaron? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think no one can catch Double Aaron today. He is fire, ladies and gentlemen. But Souness is going to give it a blooming good go as Method moves up and into that third place. But Brian Moncani coming out of the pits on a fresh set of softs. Toten's coming around the corner. Brian Moncani is out just ahead of Toten. Toten's on the soft, and it's a showdown from the lowdown. Brian versus the Totes, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to rumble! And Toten's going for the line. Toten's going for the line. He's gone through. His tyres were warmer. Unbelievable action here. Brian gets into the toe. He wants a slipstream. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 4 laps. We are doing battle. Toten up and into 4th place. Brian Moncani hunting him down. This is what sim racing's all about. This is why we do this. This is why we watch amazing scenes here at the Glen. And Toten absolutely leaving it all out on the line just to grab 4th place from Brian Moncani, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Racing just won, ladies and gents. Method in 3rd place, hunting himself as Souness, but he's on those hard tyres, and Toten and Brian want to be catching that. There is still possibly a podium involved in this race. Unbelievable. Mini in 6th place on those hard tyres ahead of his teammate Mika, who's also on the hard tyres. YT on those softs. Can he catch Mika? It's unlikely. I mean, he may. Eric of Canada on the hard tyre now, ahead of his teammate Smith, who's been in and put another set of softs on. Why not? Why the hell not? And Hopper's in 11th on a set of medium tyres. Toten and Brian Moncani. Do I need to calm down? Someone needs to tell me to settle the hell down. It's a computer game, for heaven's sakes. Toten then in 4th place ahead of Brian Moncani, as Toten there slaps a fastest lap on the board. And that is a fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen. That is impressive. Method at the moment, the man is living in fear, I tell thee. All he is doing is looking at, I think the car behind him is a lapped Yorkshire T car. It is not the Brian of Moncani. But the Brian of Moncani is not sitting down, ladies and gentlemen. He is not taking this easily. He is there on the rear of Toten, and we are getting an absolute delight. Look at the international flags going down that line. Look at that. Double Aaron with the Union Jag, then Sunes with maybe Croatian, Czech Republic. Then we have Method with the Trumpland. Then we have Toten with the Hungarian. Then we have Brian Moncani with the Belgian flag, and later on down there we've got Mika with the German. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a full rostrum of international. It's a world sport, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't call this League 5. I should call this the World International League 5. And Brian Moncani around the outside of Toten. Toten holding it in there. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is seasoned sim racers going at it. Brian Moncani gets up the inside. Toten says, no, you don't. But yes, he does, I'm afraid, Toten, my friend. Brian Moncani absolutely slinging Mustang today and taking no prisoners. Method, how you doing, mate? You're still there. You're still in third. You're all right. They're there, though. You can see them. They're down the straight. We're on lap 24. Only 2 more laps for Method to survive in the Rocket. Double A Ron leads this race. He's got the fastest lap. That's impressive. 53.7. And Sunes in second on his soft tyres. Method is in third on a set of hard tyres. Brian Moncani has been doing battle with Toten, and what a battle it has been as well. And now Brian Moncani up to fourth, getting purples, and they're all chasing that third spot, ladies and gentlemen. Method is like a lame duck out there on the set of hard tyres. He is doing good lap times. I mean, 56s on a set of hards. Let's not complain. But these guys are doing 54s. And Hopper's getting way out of his teammate. And will he do as much for Toten? Yes, of course. He's a sim racer, ladies and gentlemen. He knows the score. Mini is, he's got half a second penalty ahead of his teammate, but Miles, he can have that penalty and then some more. YT also with a penalty on those soft tyres. Now his job was to try and set about Mika, but it's just not coming for him, is it? He's putting it out there though. Get smurfed on a new set of soft tyres. So 2 sets of soft tyres for the last 9 laps, it turns out to be. Eric of Canada in 10th place on his hard tyres, and Hopper's just seeing the leaders come by in 11th. Double Aaron then, lap 25 of 26. He's getting the white flag. It's the penultimate lap. What a race. He has not been out of first place. I think he got in first place after every pit stop as well, because he pitted later than everyone. So he has never been out of first place here at the Glen. And I think we can say that the Double A Ron, we can change Geary to Glen for a little while. Double A Ron Glen, King of the Glen. Who are you? King of the Glen. Coming around there, ladies and gentlemen. Sunes, a super ride, and let's hope that fuel flashing thing is not that much of a concern. No, there's a few of them doing it. Method is still safe. Brian Moncani and the Totes, they're not going at each other as bad at the moment. Brian Moncani at 54.8 last time around. Method 56.8, still 2 seconds, and we've still got this lap and the next to make up the ground. So Method, it's going to be tight for him, ladies and gentlemen. He's sitting on a ticking bomb. He is sitting on a ticking bomb. It's all about the Brian and the Toten at the moment. Mini, he had a penalty. He has no penalty anymore. He's paid it. He's ahead of his teammate Mika. Mika doing a 57.5, 57.9 from Mini. I think it's fine for the Rizzler boys. They are safe. YT in 8th. Now, YT qualified in 8th, so he's had quite a trip, though. It's got to be said. He's seen things, ladies and gentlemen. He has seen things. Gets smurfed in 9th spot at the moment, ahead of his teammate Eric of Canada. Eric of Canada, he qualified 7th, so I'm imagining he's not going to be all that pleased. And Hopper's in 11th. So the double A Ron has started his final lap, ladies and gentlemen. King of the Glen brings it around. Souness in 2nd. Method, it looks like he's safe, you know. Looks like he's safe. 56.0 from Brian Moncani. 57.0, still 1 second faster. Oh, I don't know, but it looks like Method might just be able to hold on to this podium, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Moncani, let's not forget, he qualified 10th and has pulled his way through the crowd on mostly hard tyres, like Toten, who did qualify 6th but pulled over and put his brakes on the start straight and let everyone by. I imagine he wasn't ready yet. And Brian Moncani, though, and Toten coming through the field. Mini having an absolute super race. He was up as high as 2nd at one point, and that wasn't because of pit stops. That's just down to great racing. And Mini then, I imagine he's going to be, 6th is a great finishing spot, especially being so close to those guys. But I imagine he felt that there was a top 5 in this one for him. Method at the moment, all sensible. Double A Ron is coming through. We're not there yet, are we? We're not there yet, no. We soon will be. Here we go then, Double A Ron. Another win, another extension to the championship, another fastest lap, another pole. Double A Ron, watch him, ladies and gentlemen. He is coming for you. Souness, what a great drive there, 4-second spot. Well done, Souness. Great drive through the field on them hard tyres. Brilliant drive. Method, take a boo, my son. Well done. They didn't catch you. Cracking drive for the Americans. Superb stuff. Brian Moncani secures that 4th place. And a great drive also. Toten, what a shame. So close. But 5th place. And I'm sure he'll be pleased with the great racing that was had. I am sure. Mini comes home in 6th spot ahead of his teammate. A great drive for the Rizzler driver, with Hoppers finishing in 11th there. Mika brings it around. I'll get used to it, I promise. Mika comes around 7th spot. Great drive. Wonderful stuff. With YT, a little penalty there, but he should be more than a second ahead of Get Smurfed, so fine. It's all good. It's Get Smurfed waiting for a photo op with the buzzing hornets. That would be beautiful for me. A really easy thumbnail. Slow down, let your teammate catch you up. I've already got 2 buzzing hornets. So Get Smurfed then gets ahead of Eric of Canada. Eric of Canada, I imagine, is going to be not pleased, especially with such great qualifying. Finishing in 9th then for Get Smurfed. Eric of Canada brings it home in 10th, but after qualifying 7th, I imagine he was expecting more out of this race. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, they've been through it, haven't they? Give them a round of applause, because that is not easy. Not easy in the slightest. The Glen is a tough ask. Watkins Glen there, ladies and gentlemen. Round 5 of League 5 of the GRSC Season 2 for the Ultimate Racing League. And you've just seen Double A Ron Geary school you on how to drive Watkins Glen. King of the Glen, ladies and gentlemen, well done. Souness, what a drive, ladies and gents. He was qualified 5th, but he started on those hard tyres, and he just stayed there, didn't he? Stayed there. Stayed with the boys, kept that pace going, and did a great job. Superb from Souness. Method rounding out the podium on home soil for the Americans, and I salute you, sir, and not the Elon Musk salute. I salute you the old-fashioned way the Americans used to do. Brian Moncani comes home in 4th place. a great drive from the back of the grid on a set of hard tyres and beautiful racecraft with Toten. Toten coming home in 5th. Is there a better shot? That's about it. In 5th place from what virtually was the last place as he had to pull over at the side of the track and start again. Mini in 6th. I imagine they were running in 3rd for a while. I imagine Mini would have liked something more out of this race, but 6th place I feel is a good position. Mika as well with the tyre wear woes. They did the best they could with them hard tyres at the end there, and it may have cost them a bit, although 57s on the hard tyres is still impressive. So Mika in 7th, YT in 8th. I mean, Mika, where did they start? Oh, 3rd. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, Mika's 7th. Is the Rizzler team probably aren't all that happy about how that's all ended up. YT in 8th in the Pilot. Get Smurfed in the Buzzing Hornets for 9th. Eric of Canada in 10th. And Hoppers bringing the Yorkshire T car home in 11th. And I have no idea where we are next. I honestly don't. I can't remember. So look forward to it. When we start the stream, you'll see whereabouts we are. Did I not have a calendar? I must have had a calendar at some point. Someone must have sent the calendar. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Maggiore GP, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Maggiore GP, and it is, to me, it looks like a double sprint. So 2 sprint race at Lago Maggiore. Is it Lago Maggiore GP next round? So something to look forward to. Thank you for joining me here on YouTube. If you didn't have anything else better to do, I appreciate it. Let's catch up with some of this chat then, shall we? Vodkrov saying he got 8 laps in the softs in the Group 3. Vodkrov saying, looks like I better get the ketchup ready for my hat, eh? Oh, yeah, because we thought he was going to last 9 laps. And Vodkarov was going to eat his hat, but then he pitted. Vodkarov also saying, cheers, mate, great comms, as always. Oh, bless you. And Vodkarov saying, the mad name one Maggiore, or whatever it is. Yes, it is. It's Lago Maggiore. And that's it. Don't forget to drink Dubby. Don't forget to lay naked underneath Eldridge air conditioning, and your life will be complete. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.